look, I just think everyone likes to go out clubbing and do their own thing, and some people are still living the single life.
Yeah, man don't want no man don't want no girl that goes clubbing every week, bro. And I don't want none of that, man.
Yeah, in the club.
Yeah, I know, man. No, I ain't got nothing against no one that goes out, man. But like, what every week? How would you feel if you had a man that goes out every week?
No, we would be.
Like Friday, Saturday, and once in the middle of the week as well. Like
And
back in
when am I seeing him? If you're living your best life, you're living your best life. I mean, if a man's not gonna like that, then you know,
yeah, I'm
it's
definitely.
friends with benefits. Pretty much, because like you're living the lifestyle of going out all the time. You ain't got no time for no relationship if you're out.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're out, then the man's gonna think like, well, you're just out showing your body and showing everyone like everything. And when do I see you? Like, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely down for everybody, doing what they want to do, like freedom and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people out here though that think kind of differently. That I think that times are just changing anyway. Like very different out here, like compared to when our parents were younger. Innit?
Yeah, there was no dating apps back then.
Yeah.
There was chirping people on the street.
Yeah.
Getting telephone numbers. Yeah. Can't call the house phone because parents might pick up.
Yeah, they call it courting.
Yeah, but look how all them
Chaperone.
all them older people, like how they lasted 50, 60 years in marriage. Because back then, it was like you couldn't have a child and not be married.
Yeah, because it's easier as well. Like back then, it's more access. Now it's more access than back then. Like for example, like you were saying, the apps. Like let's be real about this, yeah. If someone's got your partner on Facebook, yeah, they can call them anytime, innit? Because like if you go if you go to the messages,
exactly.
they've got the calling button thing, innit?
Yeah.
So would you say that? So would you say that that's a bad thing then? Or would you say when you look at things the way they are today, would you say that it's a bad thing that things are not like the way they was before, or would you say we just got to move with the future times? Because that's what a lot of people. That's how a lot of people think, innit? Oh, this is the future. We got to move with the times, innit?
I think it's more of if you entertain it, because anyone can call you, anyone can DM you, anyone can send you a message saying you look beautiful, but it's whether you go back on that message and reply back and say, oh, thanks, babes, or how are you, like go into a whole conversation. That means that you want to get to know that person. So, but if you're living the single life, then you can have that conversation with 10 people.
Right.
Because it don't really matter, because you ain't in no serious relationship with anyone. So, but
well, it does kind of matter though if you want to talk about like semen retention.
Okay, look, to a point that I get messages. You probably get messages.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's the whole point of whether you entertain that or not. Yeah, that's down to you. And who's got time to entertain 10 people on your phone? Yeah, I have not got time to say good morning to 10 different people and like ask about your day to 10 different people. Like,
Grand Rising.
I'm yeah, don't.
No.
But I'm saying to do that to 10, send 10 different messages to 10 different guys.
You just woke up, you just came back into the world, you was gone for a little while.
Yeah.
You just come back into the world, you looked at your phone. But, you know what I mean? Like, you got to answer everyone.
There's 10 good mornings.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing with that? Do you get off on that? Because to a point that's attention, innit?
Yeah,
if you like that attention, then you're gonna keep and where's that gonna get you at 60? Yeah.
Right now, there's not enough time in the week for all that, man. You know what I mean?
There's not. Like, even though me personally, I live a standard life, go to work, gym, my kids, I still don't think I've got time to sit there and talk to 10 different people
in one day,
or 5 different people. You know, it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't understand how people have got all this time to talk to bare different people, and where's that going for you? You've got to remember everyone's shit. Like, and then you might fuck up and say the wrong thing to the wrong person, and they're like, no, we didn't have that conversation. Like, that wasn't me and you, and then you fucked up. So, and then it looks like you have been talking to bare people.
But that's where, you know what I mean, that's where you get to that point of where like man them out there got to like tell the truth, innit? Like other things, like let girls know what they're on.
Well, exactly.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, if you're on that, like, you know, if you're on like playing around, you should let them know.
And if a guy is not in
give you an opportunity to say yes or no.
Yeah, and if a guy's not in his right frame of mind and he's sitting there obviously telling you like things like he's got to fix his life or whatever, then a woman should know that, you know, you want the better version of that person.
Yeah.
And if they need to fix themselves, then you should, like, you know, if you care for them that much, then you should be able to like let them do that for them to better themselves.
Right. People are not prepared to
sacrifice. Because in my videos, in some of my videos already, I clearly say women are being a bit too harsh. You lot want all the like the flash cars and the house and all of that, but like as long as you've got your money and they've got their money, that's all that should matter. Yeah, it shouldn't really matter that they should be having the flashiest shit going around and the name brands. And like, what about their heart, or like if they're loyal, if they're kind, and like what about all of that? You're looking at the materialistic things before the actual person, like who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Like you're just thinking the money and like all of that, but do you even know them then?
Yeah.
Because you're just looking at the money side and not actually getting to know that person, and that's where people are wasting people's time. Because in this day and age, I want someone to actually know me. Yeah, and once someone knows me, then I think a relationship would be easy because that person knows me.
Right.
Yeah, so they would know when I'm having a bad day, or they would know not to do certain things to tick me off. Yeah, so they would know me so well that they would get to, they would, you know, they wouldn't do certain things, and vice versa. So
but that's like respect though, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, but people don't get to know people no more. That's the problem. Yeah.
Well, so what do you think is it's just straight sex then? Like, is that what you think like people got in their mind all the time? Like,
well, it has been much.
Really,
like if we're talking about like the Nicki Minaj and the Cardi B's, it has been all sexual for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Out there is being sexual. Like, look, we've seen Diddy, and like, you know, everyone's been doing some sexual shit. Like, look at Westwood, he got done. Yeah, so like, you know, people like a lot of sexual shit's come out. Yeah,
since COVID.
Like even things way before, like even people that I used to watch as a kid, is got done for certain things
Hollywood actors,
that, you know, can't really say, but you know, so you just like, I don't know.
Yeah. So, well, I believe that, you know, I believe that there's like a lack of trust and a lack of respect. And you know what? Yeah, I had to cover these things on the channel and on your channel because there's a lot of people that do like videos and these type of things, but don't really hit the right points. You know what I'm saying?
And no one's being real about it.
No, it's like the most of them are doing it for clicks, so they're gonna say more to, which is more likely going at women, like kicking them down and kicking down men. You understand what I'm saying? So anyone like want to listen to us and our opinion, it'd be a bit more, not so hateful. You know what I'm trying to say?
Like give people a chance. Like no matter what. Like, okay, if you see some red flags, you see some red flags, but at the same time, you need to realize everyone's different and not everyone's like you, and you have to give people a chance. And if you can't, like, you know, be understandable about certain things in life, then I just don't know. Some people are living in fairyland anyway.
Yeah, it's really important that you said that because everyone's on different levels, and I think sometimes people forget that. Like sometimes, like, and we might have all done it, make the decision of like thinking that everyone's like where you're from, like where everyone grew up in your household, like or everyone went to your school or from your area, so you expect them to move a certain way. But some people have not been shown, and like not this. I'm not saying they're disrespectful, but some people haven't been shown certain things. Like I've been with, well, they told me that their mum used to like hoover their room, you know, for example.
Yeah,
Like, it's no disrespect, you get me? Like, but I don't come from that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I might look at that like, that's crazy. Like, what do you mean your mum hoovers your room? Like, that's mad.
I used to get pocket money to have
Do you
to hoover the
understand?
house.
But that's just the way it was for her. You know what I'm saying? And that's not really nothing. If her mum hoovered her room, it's more likely it wasn't even her choice. It was her mum's choice.
Yeah, because she chose to do it.
But that's just the way it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, so everyone just grows up in different things, and
which obviously I grew up with both parents, and you grew up with one.
with one. You know what I'm trying to
So
say?
for me, I get a lot of people when I do tell people I've grown up with two parents. Some people say that's very unlikely that you know, because most
There's only a couple men in my circle that grew up with both parents.
Yeah, so and they were married. So, but and again, even though my parents were married, not to talk about my personal life, but even though they were married, I don't look at marriage like I want to get married.
Right.
Like, even though my parents were, but they've never drained that in me like I have to get married. Like, they've never said that. So I've looked at it as I know what a relationship looks like.
Right.
As growing up with two parents.
Yeah.
But saying that, you know,
doesn't mean that that's your road.
No, because
or when well, it could be, but when it is, but it doesn't mean that's your road right now.
Yeah, and I've never looked at like, because my parents were married, I need to get married. I've never looked at it like that.
Right. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Even if someone comes from, say, there's a lot of people as well that look at those things. You know, like they want a person that's got both of their parents. They want someone that's in tune with both of their parents. It can go either way. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, it can go. It doesn't mean.
I had a guy turn around and say to me one time, "You're the first female that I've met that's had both parents in her life."
Right.
Yeah. And he said it's very rare to find a female that's
rare.
Well, not maybe not rare, but it's very like who he's come across in it that it's always been girls that's had single parents, right? So he said, you know, I can tell that your mannerism and the way you brought up, obviously, maybe because I had two parents, I had two people to tell me, like, different opinions.
Where's he joining these girls in the Red Light District? No disrespect to the girls that have been through stuff.
I don't know, but like, just cut that. But yeah, look, relationships, like we said before, would you be with someone, if you was with someone for a couple of years and they had a car accident or a bike accident, will you still be with them?
Now these sort of questions are hard, because you don't really know what you would do unless you're really in that situation. Because you can say anything now, but me personally, I would, knowing how I am, and I have looked after someone before that was sick, right?
Me too.
I would definitely. Did you?
Well, not sick like that, but I've been with someone who's had an accident.
That disability.
Yeah.
And so as far as I know now, I probably would stay around.
Would you look at it as would they do that if it was the other shoe on the foot?
Nah, not the person I looked after. No disrespect. No, I don't think they would. No, I can't say that though. I don't know.
That's selfish-minded anyway.
Yeah, you know what it is, The only reason why I'm saying that, people, is because how I got dealt with, Rags, I'm saying it, how I got dealt with after I looked after that person.
Yeah, which if you've had that experience, it's hard to do that again.
Do you understand? So just on that, when I look at that, and I say to myself, would this person do that for me? I have to say 60-40. Do you understand? My brain was not going to allow me to say, you know. So, what about you? Man had no legs and that. Like, would you look after man? Or would you push man to the park and then things like that? Right, man, ice cream. How long would you do it for? Because there was a female on Instagram, and she was looking after her man. I think he got shot or something like that. But he was still walking around and stuff. But he was just, a bit slow and that. And she was doing it for about 2 years. And she was, at the beginning, she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna look at. I'm always gonna be there." And bless her. You know what I mean? But she ended up doing another video saying she can't take it anymore. And she can't do it anymore. She wants to go back to her normal life, innit? You know what I'm saying?
Which, eventually after 2 years, it's gone to a point that you're gonna think to yourself, right, this is the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Like.
But she's young as well. She was like 23 or 24, but she had one child.
Wow. Yeah, she's got.
She's young.
Ahead of her. I feel sorry for the guy. It happened. Shit happens.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is where selfishness comes into it. Yeah, because people always say, think about yourself. Yeah, and when people do end up thinking about themselves, people have a go at you. Yeah, because you're there thinking about yourself because you have to think about yourself. But then when you do think about yourself in certain situations, people think, no, you're being selfish, bro. Like, because you're thinking of yourself all the time and not others. But it's not like that.
Enjoy the next video, people.
Grinning teeth.